Hey, if you didn't know, this is Driving with Myles. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults, so we're driving on a thoroughfare. So typically, you don't know how to drive in this rain, you go too fast, and you have the spray coming up. The first thing I would do, if I were you, I would go ahead and make sure you have really good windshield wipers. I have really good windshield wipers, less than 24 hours old. So as you can tell, they can wipe this water off really good. The next thing is, you want to keep good space. A lot of times we get in trouble, we go too fast, or we're tailgating, or not keeping an adequate space cushion between cars. Beginner drivers tend to do that quite a bit, or if you're in a rush in the morning. If you notice, I'm keeping adequate space, I'm nice and smooth, and if you look at me relative to other cars, we're all kind of cruising, not really on top of each other. But this is when drivers get in trouble because they're on top of each other. Next, you want to plan for hazardous conditions. You want to leave as early as possible. You want to be able to drive smooth. This is super important that you give yourself time to kind of adjust to a low light situation. There's a lot of rain and spray out here, and you really have to be very careful. You notice I'm not tapping my brakes because I have adequate space cushions. Other cars have adequate space cushions, and this is super important. Next, I'm checking my mirrors. You always have to look around. Check your rear view mirror every 12 to 18 seconds. You keep it adequate space, and that is super important. So I'm scanning, I'm taking my time, I'm being patient. In a minute, I have a great treat for you. We're about to get onto an expressway, and then I can illustrate how much water, how much spray will be actually kicked up on the windshield, and how much careful you really have to be. It's really about being patient, and it's really about taking time. Factory headlights are pretty good, but you can buy high performance headlights that will put more light out onto the road. So you want to be mindful of that. So the speed limit is gradually picking up, and it's still raining out here, and it's still really dangerous. So I'm taking my time to help you. We have the solid yellow line to the left, which is the warning line. We have the broken white line to the right. This tells us that we can change lanes because traffic is moving in one direction. So I'm maintaining my speed, we're smooth and easy, and I'm being patient. So you always want to stay out of blind spots. This white truck to the right, I'm starting to get into a blind spot. So a lot of beginning drivers hang around blind spots. On your DMV test, road test, don't hang around blind spots, keep going. So as you can tell, the flow is starting to pick up, and you can feel the energy coming alive. You don't want to turn your wheel as much. You don't want to be on top of cars. I'm actually going to show you what beginning drivers do and how you can fail your DMV test. I'm literally really close to this car. If they stop, I would literally rear end them. Now I'm going to increase, follow me, I'm going to increase my following distance. This is another keyword that will be on your DMV test, but more on that later. So I'm maintaining great speed control, I'm smooth. I see semi trucks in the middle lane, which they're supposed to be. So I'm just taking my time being nice and smooth. The left lane is for passing, but all 3 lanes are full of traffic. So I'm just here taking my time. My wipers are on at a pretty fast rate. And wipers do make the difference. If you're an eyeglass wearer, you want to make sure your window is properly defrosted. This is where heat is blowing on the window to keep it from fogging up, and it's still kind of difficult. So when you first start to learn how to drive, you can't find that right setting. Is it too cold? Is it too hot? Mine is right about in the middle, and the flow is really starting to pick up. So as you can tell, my wipers are on at a fast rate. I'm looking through the window at the vehicle, not at the rain, not at the mist, but you can tell, you can see that mist really stacking up. So I'm having good speed control, I'm maintaining a smooth position, and I'm taking my time. You as a beginning driver on your DMV test, you have a tendency to hug the left, hug the right. We don't want to swerve out in the lane. You want to maintain a great space cushion, and you can tell I'm maintaining this pretty good. It's not perfect, but I have pretty good space between myself and the other vehicle. And don't be misled. This is bad weather, and this is a dangerous situation. You can't be scared to drive. You have to be safe. We all have anxiety, and my anxiety is hanging around trucks. So I don't want to hang around this truck. I want to keep going. In the comments below, please share with me your stresses and anxiety. And if you find this of value, please subscribe to my channel and please hit the like. This has been Driving with Myles. I love you.